Hi everyone! Today we're going to learn about the continue statement and the difference between break and continue and what they do. So here we go! So over here you can see another program. At the top as usual is what we're going to learn today, then the rules, and lastly the program. Today we'll be learning about continue statement and the difference between break and continue. So continue. The continue statement stops on the statement then continues. Now this is very confusing. So here I've defined list of names and set it to Anvita, Lucy, Melissa, and Ava. Same as last time. Then the same for loop. Then same this thing, but like instead of break we've got continue. After that else, and then this. So basically what happens over here is that like when I run it, then last time you remember that in break it just basically stopped. Ava doesn't come up. It just stops at Anvita, Lucy, and then it stops. But over here it says Ava. So current name is on index 3. That's what Ava is. So this is the result I've gotten. I'll just make this a little bigger. Yeah. So this is what I've gotten from continue. But if we had break instead, then it just stops at Lucy, and then it says end of the program. So basically, in continue, we're going to work with continue right now. Yeah. So if the name is 2, but right now the name is on Anvita, so that's not index 2 right now. So it goes to the else and prints. Then it says current name is on index, and the index is 0. So it says 0, current name is on index 0. After that it goes to Lucy. Then if the name is 2, but that's still not true right now because it starts from 0, then this is 1. So else prints, then it says print, current name is on index, then it says 1. Then end of program. After that when it goes to Melissa, however, because Melissa is on 2, so if the name is 2, then that becomes true. And then continue basically skips Melissa, and the program gets rerun. So now it moves on to Ava. If the name is 2, that's not true anymore. So it goes to the else, does the same thing. And then it says the name is on index 3. And that's basically how we get Anvita, Lucy, Ava, and then end of program. So basically in continue, the continue stops on the statement and then continues. That's what I meant by it. Now we can see the difference between the continue statement and the break statement. So in the break statement, we already saw what happens when you put break. Oops, sorry, missed the E. Yeah, break. Now when I run this, it just stops over here. So it basically just stops, and then it doesn't really continue onto the, it doesn't continue back to this if condition and everything. It just stops, and then it says end of the program, because that's outside of the loop. So it just goes outside the loop and says end of the program. And we can read more about break and continue. Like if you want to read more about break and continue, what you can do, you can just put your cursor over here, and it says continue may only occur synthetically nested in a for or while loop, but not in a nested function or class definition or finally clause within that loop. It continues with the next cycle of the nearest enclosing loop. When the continue passes control out of a try statement with a finally clause, that finally clause is executed before really starting the next loop cycle. So it might take a bit of time to understand this because we don't know a lot of things like while loop, nested function, class definition, and a lot of things. We can do the same with break if you want to read more about it. So it comes over here like that.